How are you?
Nice to meet you. I come in humility, and I come on behalf of the people of Taranaki. I feel the weight of my province behind me in terms of the Wairoa. I bring a small gift, but it comes with a lot behind me. I wanted to let you know that the West Coast has been feeling for you and your people. I wanted you to know that we can't change the world, but we can choose a group and we can show our love and our care. So for 1 week we raised as much as we can for your town. We called it Wairoa for Wairoa. Under the shadow of our maunga, we raised $12,000 for your people to spend in whatever way you want through the Taranaki Foundation. We know it's a drop in the ocean, but it's a drop that comes with a lot of aha and our feet, and I'm just a skeleton, and all of my flesh and bone are made up with those people whose love and araha have brought me here. It's my honour to present that.
Thank you very much, Evan. We're very, very grateful.
I'm sorry for your personal loss and for the people as well.
I'm going to take you guys around.
Oh, cool.
I'll show you
That would be awesome.
a bit of the devastation.
That'd be awesome, thank you.
And the clean-up efforts that have been happening and ongoing, and yeah.
Have you ever seen anything like this in your life?
Look, Bowler came. My mother lived through that, so my home is our family home. I bought that from my mum. She lived through Bowler, and Bowler didn't come into our house. This one was a whole lot different. This one was probably about 4 meters higher.
4 meters higher than Bowler.
And that's what people are saying. And it's because this river has become shallower. It's full of silt. It needs to be dredged. 35 years ago, Hawke's Bay Regional Council said that they would protect us from the breaching. So one thing I can say to you is that both of these events were not natural. They were man-made. So Bowler happened because the lake Genesis held on to a whole lot of water and they should have released it. So here we go, we've got Mobile that was on there.
I remember stopping at this petrol station one time.
It came all the way to the bridge. So streets down here.
So all of this was underwater.
Some of them are yellow stickered, most of them
Which way here?
to the left. Most of them here were white stickered. So it didn't actually quite get into their homes, but it went all through.
So you can see all the remnants on the...
So businesses, that business Beauty Antics, they haven't been able to open.
Am I going straight?
Straight through. They haven't been able to open, and this is where the most of the devastation was.
You can see all the...
Yep. So it all went up there. It was terrible. So from about here, the yellow stickers began.
Yep. Oh my goodness.
Yes. Yeah. So these homes. This is our old people's flats. Absolutely devastated. Have a look at this. Absolutely devastated. Homes along here. This home.
Are people still living in some of these places?
Some people are living in them because they just. So if you turn left
I've got
here,
other options.
that's right. So this is Wairoa Road. This is my road. This home. This is the water just came across. It gushed at us.
So when you're talking about gushing, was it absolute like raging?
Yeah, it was a wall of water. There's a gentleman still living in his shed there, because he doesn't want to go anywhere else.
Oh my goodness! Look at this mud and
and
it's just slammed right through here. So it was literally slamming into areas.
Well, look at that! It dropped the fence. It dropped that fence. That fence. That was fully fenced. That's gone. These are the
Look at
cars.
these cars.
Yeah.
The cars are absolutely munted.
And you can see the height.
So these cars would have been swung around.
Yes.
And
yeah. So
the height there.
Well, it was higher than that in some places. That's just what debris has come through. That marae, the water went into that marae. That's a national treasure. That's Takitimu marae. You can still see the silt here. That fence was blown down.
So those are deeply embedded fence posts, and it's just flicked them over like they're matchsticks.
Yep.
So the water's just come raging through there.
Yes, it has.
And these people are still living in a house that's obviously...
No, they're not living in
They're
it.
not there.
They can't
Oh,
live in
so
that
they've got
one.
the
But
yellow sticker
this
on there.
They're living in here.
So the yellow
It's
sticker,
your-
just what does the
says
yellow
that
sticker
you've got
mean?
restricted access. Now, this is my home.
This one here?
Yeah.
Can we drive in here?
Yeah. This is my home.
So this is your home that survived Bowler?
That survived Polar, but didn't survive Gabrielle. And so those cars, those are my cars. Well, one of them is, and two of them are, and they're absolutely munted. All my gardens, you know, everything at the back, absolutely munted. The whole place is a mess.
Good, mate. I'm filming if that's alright, if you don't mind.
This is Chris.
You're Dave.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
I'm
No,
just
just
capturing
David.
the story for the people in Taranaki so they can actually really see where the gifts are going.
That's all good.
Yeah.
I've just got some things here.
Yeah, you do what you need to
Yeah,
do.
you do what you need to
So
do.
this is all this muck and silk and...
Yeah, so it went in over halfway in our carport, so we lost everything. And you know, but I'm just one of some people. Everyone's lost here. Everyone's lost here. I'm very lucky that I've had QRS here, getting rid of the silt so that I know where I'm going to go.
So before the silk, like, was this all covered?
This was a beautiful garden.
So this was all garden here?
This is all out the front, around
Oh
the
my
side.
goodness,
I mean, I've
so
got
it's something you were
photos.
just your pride and joy.
Well, my mother's. You know, my mother's.
Now when people talk about grieving
Yeah.
and something happens, where are you at now? What does it feel like for you?
Well,
Is it just...
I haven't had time really. I've been so busy trying to help our community because I'm one person. I'm insured. I'm luckier than some people, but the personal loss is probably the greatest loss. And the personal loss is that this is my attachment to my mum, her garden. This is our family home. It's you know, I keep saying, and I say it to everybody, that out of the ashes, a phoenix will rise, and it will. It will.
But at the moment it just feels like...
At the moment, the silt is what is depressing everybody. It's just all the mud and it smells. The sooner we can get the mud and the silt out of our community, out of our homes, then we can see a way forward. We can go in and we can rebuild material things. We can do that. But the silt is reminding us of what happened.
I was 9 when this house was built. Denise was a baby, and our mother built this house. And this is our whenua.
What does it feel like?
I guess the thing is that the one thing we say all the time now is that no one died here, you know. And you can, I guess you can rebuild a house, rebuild everything, you know. And the one thing that you can't lose is the memories, you know. This place was full of gardens, and the gardens that my mother built, you know, and planted. There's nothing left of the roses that she planted or anything like that. It's all gone. No? I don't think there's anything left now, except this.
This one when we came back the next day.
Came back the next day and your cars are... And this is mud all through your garage.
And that's that part down there here.
And...
So those all sleepers came from out of the garden.
And then you're looking at all this mud and like even just moving would be a...
Oh, you can't walk through it, mate. Your gumboot's stuck.
And this is inside?
Inside that back room there.
Oh my goodness. Your kitchen.
And all the kitchen is mud.
So it just, to me it looks like a house that that you'd see at a wreckers. A couple of weeks ago was
Beautiful.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Kept beautifully
I just had the interior painted. So you can still see the silt on the walls here.
and it's everywhere. It just finds its way everywhere.
It's everywhere.
And this is your
Yeah,
bathroom,
and so it's
shower.
yeah, it's all through, the silt's all through here. We have to rip everything out in the bedrooms.
And then out here, what was out the back here?
Gardens,
Gardens.
beautiful gardens. And,
So that's what's left of your gardens.
So these guys have been amazing, helping us. And the back paddock there, it was all fenced off. I had stock, 8 little cows that I had to
Yep.
send up to our mayor. Thank goodness he took them. But we found other people's stuff in our section that came across. Yeah, I want them to leave that there. That's, you know.
That beauty that I see on that wall, that is in total, I guess, anarchy to the destruction here, is, I think, a reflection of what I see in the people here.
Absolutely. We're going to come back, this whole community, we're going to come back, we're determined, and we're going to come back bigger and better. We just need government to step up and give us the support, and we are so incredibly grateful to Aotearoa for the support they're giving us.
Have you felt all of that support?
We've felt that aroha and that love, and that's probably what keeps us moving forward. Yeah, is that other people are behind us, helping push us. It's amazing.
We start again. That's the great thing about Wairoa people. You know, we're very resilient, and we'll just build again. You know, and I feel sorry for all these ones down Wahirere Road. This road here, and the next road. We've got Tanewha and Tarato. We're all related. We're all family. So, you know, it's really, really, really important that we do rebuild. And we carry on.
We woke up Tuesday morning, everybody, and we thought, wow, we got off lightly. Because I got up, normally I have heaps of water in there when we've had heavy rain. There was no pool of water in there. The sun was shining, the grounds looked wonderful, and next minute there's a lady driving down our road screaming out to everyone, get out, it's breached. And I'll show you where it breached.
So you woke up and everything seemed okay?
Absolutely.
And you were like relieved?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
this wall of water started to come at us.
So it's almost like, I imagine, like a tsunami,
yes,
or something?
Yes, that's what it felt like. And we sat in our house, we watched it come, and we knew we couldn't get out.
So was it literally blanketing the horizon?
It just rushed from the other side of Wairoa Road, from Ruataniwha, it rushed across at us.
Was that frightening? Just
It was
in
absolutely
that,
frightening.
like, obviously you're worrying about your land, but the first thing is what's this going to do to us?
Absolutely. And so we had no time, and it would be the majority of people on the most affected areas had no time to react. It just came. Because we woke up to a beautiful fine day. So
almost like the false hope to start.
yeah.
We've evaded this monster, and
then it came.
So then what happened? How long was this? Like the water was coming at you, and were you sitting in your house? And you're thinking, are we going to be safe in here?
And
did you stay there the whole time?
Well, no. My son said to me, when we saw the water, I thought, well, is it going to be like Bowler? Is it just going to stay under the veranda? No. It started to come over the veranda, and I said to my husband, oh, this is a bit different. This is going to come into our house. My son grabbed a ladder from his work van, put it up against there for us really to get up on our house, because we didn't know how high this was going to come. And then our farmers who live over in Waitai Valley, they must have seen what was happening. They came and they were on their tractors, and because we didn't know who was going to rescue us.
Yeah. Oh, my poor cow. There must be the fence, eh?
side didn't know what was happening to the north side because people were mowing lawns over the other side of the river while we were flooded. Oh, sorry.
I thought we were going to get some gangster rap from
Yeah.
LA. So they were mowing their lawns,
They had no
and you
idea.
guys were nearly submerged.
They had no idea that we were flooding. The south side had no idea. So it's like black and white. When you drive over there, it doesn't look like much has happened there, and it didn't. It all happened here. So they didn't know what was happening to us. The farmers came down the road on their tractors. We've got deep drains on either side. They were very brave, and we are very, very grateful, and we'll always be grateful to their, their fearlessness, their courage to come and get us. They came in here, they picked up my son, myself and my daughter-in-law, and my husband wouldn't leave because of our dogs. He said, I'll wait for the next rescue, and that was 3 hours later. And that was another farmer with a great big hay baler tray who picked up
So
the
these
rest
farmers
of
just stepped up.
They stepped up. And we had to guide them. We know our road. We had to guide them to keep them in the middle of the road. Because
So the
those
road,
drains-
you knew exactly, even though you couldn't see it, the middle of the road's here.
Yeah. Don't move because if you go over that way,
You're
we're
in
all
those
going to go
deep-
in the
yeah.
drain. So, we will be forever grateful to those farmers for stepping up and saving us. They put themselves at risk, really. And we had family ready to get up on roads. That's what was happening here. People were getting ready to get up on the roads. We don't know how high it was going to be.
I can't even imagine it.
Oh, mate, I'll tell you what, you know the freakiest thing is 2 days after, me and my mate coming back across from the other side, guy's mowing his lawn. My mate looks at him and goes, check this out. I go, what do you mean? He goes, go to the other side of the water.
So literally,
Guys out there, you know,
just like two worlds
Yeah.
in one morning,
in
in the same town.
Only through a span of a bridge changes everything over. So yeah, it wakes you up. Like,
Turn left, and I just want you to see the devastation of this little road. So Ruataniwha is where it breached. So it breached the bank over by our showgrounds. Our showgrounds.
So you can see it
mounted.
slamming against those fences.
Yep, in here, down this sort of
Down
road,
this road
is
here.
devastation, absolute devastation.
So that's just swept right under that house.
Yep,
Smashed through the fence,
Yeah.
slammed into these houses,
yep.
and the mud's caked up against those fences.
You can see they're all yellow stickered. We have restricted access. We can't live in them. And
So where are you staying?
I'm staying with my mother-in-law, and so there's 8 of us staying there at the moment.
Look at this pile.
This pile has come from all these homes down this road and we're so lucky QRS are moving it all.
So this is just from one road,
Yeah.
a big pile of, it's like a rubbish dump in all these cars.
Yeah.
And then piles of rubbish outside the main road
Yeah.
because they're just
You just
bringing their stuff out, all their memories, just
Yeah.
dumping them on the road.
Yeah. Now this is this dairy, brand new business. She just opened about, a month ago, and she got flooded right through.
And she's back open.
She's back open because she's not going to let it.
No,
flood.
that's amazing. That's the Wairoa spirit.
It is. This panel beaters, he's just opened his doors.
He's like, nah, I'm opening.
Yeah. But look what he's having to deal with.
Just shoveling, oh my goodness, and they're still shoveling.
Yeah. Some of this needs a bit of a bloody clean up anyway, so yeah, it's probably a good excuse. A good excuse for them to pull their fingers out and do something.
How long do they reckon before the road to Napier is going to be open?
Well,
Denise?
several months now. That's
Yeah.
what I said to Linda. Yeah, look at our playground.
Oh, the playground and the skate park, just
So our playground, that was $1 million, and our trust, Wairoa and Achievers Trust, we fundraised. And one of our trustees fundraised for that, and $1 million.
Did it go through the motel, Denise, or was it?
Yes, it
Yeah.
did, but not. I don't think it did go through the motel. I mean, it came all the way to the bottom of this bridge.
Wow.
to the. Oh,
And how high did the river come up to this point?
It didn't. So it breached where you can see the
Silt,
on
yeah.
there. So, and which, it breached there.
Wow.
So it didn't really get into the businesses too much.
That's good.
Some of them did. But our beautiful playground, that was the river breaching the riverbanks. That's what happened there. We can go back to council now if you...
Wait, which way is that?
So turn right, sorry. Right here. Oh, okay, alright. And if you go around all the homes, they're all fine. You know, no impact. And then you go over to the other side of our community and it's like a war zone.
And I guess coming in here and you see these beautiful
Yes.
roses and it's like, well, I had that in my garden.
Yeah, but it's a breath of fresh air. It's so nice to see and to, it's so good to know that it didn't devastate our whole community, you know. So that gives you hope, you know, and you see, and it's lovely to be able to come over here and just sort of relax and not breathe in the dust and just breathe and think, well, you know what, thank goodness, because we care about our whole community. So, you know, Evan, this is incredibly gratefully received. It's not small to us, it's huge. And to know that communities outside of Wairoa care about what's happened to us is amazing. So we have a first tranche that's going to go out, and that's going to go to everyone who's been impacted: business, farmers, community groups, and individual houses. So we're getting that ready for people to apply, and we're making that as simple as possible. What's left, we want to target. We want to target those that are unable to get their homes back into some order so that they can move back in. So if that's your board, that's running, that's toilets, that's showers, that's bedding, that's beds, whatever it takes, we want to target what's left. But we want to open it up to everyone who's been impacted from the first tranche.
So Denise, that funding that people have raised in Taranaki is going to matter to those people?
It's going to hugely matter to the people who have been impacted. You know, from Wairoa to Taranaki, thank you. We so appreciate your love and your aroha, and that's more important really than anything, is that you're behind us, and your contribution is going to make so much difference to families here in Wairoa who have been impacted. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts.